J to the A. It's up to the J to the A. Hey y'all, it's me, your girl Daja, back to give you another video. And as you can see, the video's on 6 life lessons I learned in 2021. Don't get me wrong, I learned so much in 2021, but these are just the 6 main ones that I feel like I live by. And it was just a lot. Like, this year was just a lot, and I'm gonna just tell y'all what I learned, and y'all could drop in the comments what y'all learned in 2021. Let's share some stories and everything, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, because yeah, your girl's back and better, like normal. Like I always say, back and better, but I am. And without further ado, let's hop in the video. I'm not gonna do too much. Okay, guys. So the first thing I learned in 2021 was to make yourself a priority. That's the first and the foremost thing I learned from January to December. I'm talking about, I went through so much mental problems in my head. Like, it was just so much this year. It was so much. I would sit down and overthink everything, overthink the people I'm around, overthink where I'm at in life. But sitting down and really making myself a priority, and sitting down knowing what I like, what I don't like, getting to know what I tolerate, what I don't tolerate. That was one thing I really learned a lot about myself. Like, I thought I knew myself, but going to college and stuff made me really I don't know, because my college, it's boring. My college is boring, so you have so much free time on your hands, so all you can really do is sit down and think, you know what I'm saying? So when I was able to when I sit down and think about my life, I just think about so much where I'm not in life. I'm always being consistent. It was just so much. It was just a lot of rundown. But when 2021 taught me you have to put yourself at a priority. Stop putting people before you. Stop always trying to be the superhero of somebody's storyline. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to be the main character. Be the main character of your own story. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to always put people before you, because when you keep putting people before you, they ain't gonna do the same, baby. They're not. They're just not. And just I feel this year was more of a realization, more of I realizing stuff about myself, my strengths, my weakness, things that I just never really noticed. Now I feel I'm starting to notice more, and I became more observant. So 2022 is something that I know I'm gonna start incorporating, just making sure I'm doing stuff for myself. You know what I'm saying? Being content with myself. This year made me happy with being by myself. Before I used to never like to be by myself. I never used to like to be by myself. I like to have company. But now this year taught me how to be it's okay to be by yourself. It's okay to be content with who you are. It's okay. And I know a lot of people don't say this and stuff, but it really is okay. It's okay, girl. Be yourself, because at the end of the day, people still gonna talk about you, good or bad. So do you. You know what I'm saying? Do you, and make what works. Make your life. You only live once. You only live once, YOLO. And I live that mantra. This whole year, I live with that mantra with intentions. Before I used to say that, but it was no intention behind it. But now I live with it with intentions. You only live once. Do what makes you happy. Stop thinking about what other people's gonna do. Stop thinking about what people think about you. Girl or boy, life goes on. Whether or not, people still gonna look at you. People still gonna talk about you. So just do what makes you happy, because at the end of the day, people's gonna still have you in your mouth, no matter what. So that's why I said make yourself a priority. And that was really it. The second lesson I learned in 2021 is definitely actions speak louder than words. And not in the way of, okay, if somebody doing me dirty, is based on the actions. I'm talking about for internal for me, actions speak louder than words. Me as a person, I'm an inconsistent person. I procrastinate OD all the time. And I'm learning, but I learned that sometimes I need to stop. It's good to hear what I say, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this. It's good to hear it, but are you even putting it into work? Are you putting the actions for you to even be saying it, really? You know what I'm saying? So I always say actions speak louder than words, because me as a person, I procrastinate all the time. I be yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do this. Just for example, YouTube. I've been so inconsistent. Y'all see me in the videos always being inconsistent. I was saying each last video, the recent videos and stuff, I'll be yeah, I'm back and I'm better, and I'm not gonna be going. No, girl, stop saying that, because you know you're lying to yourself and you're lying to the people. You know what I'm saying? So it's keep learn. I feel actions speak louder than words is just important stuff that I learned. My actions always contradict what I say. What I say, I think I'm a person that say what is good to say. You know what I'm saying? I used to be that person that used to love to say things that just sound smart. You know what I'm saying? Or sound right to say at the moment. But honestly, in all reality, girl, you're only hurting yourself, because you're not putting no work towards getting to the position that you want. You know what I'm saying? Me, I wanted so much. I wanted so much in my life this year. And I feel I didn't accomplish a lot that I wanted to, and it's because I was inconsistent, and it's like taking accountability. I think that's another thing. Like, accountability was another important one that I learned. But I'm gonna just mix accountability in this one. Accountability, like taking accountability for your actions and what you do. Like, stop blaming people. Stop saying, oh yeah, if it wasn't for them, I would have been here. No, if it wasn't for you, if you didn't stop going to sleep, if you stopped going on your phone, stop doing all the stuff that's a distraction, you'll be where you need to be in life. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that I ever blame people, but I'm a person, I feel like this year I learned how to just take my own actions and take accountability of my own actions and know, like, at the end of the day, sometimes the more you mature, you realize like certain things is just not okay to do. Certain things is not okay to be like, okay, like, okay, like, really, she's the reason why I stopped. No, why it's gotta be somebody else's fault? Put the accountability on yourself, and that's why I feel like that's an important thing. Like, accountability equal accountability equal actions, because that's just like, I feel like you gotta be real with yourself. Stop being fake to yourself. Stop lying to yourself. Stop saying, oh, this is not my fault. This is this person's fault. Let's take accountability now. It's 2021. We're grown adults, and I don't understand why people keep blaming other people for their own mistakes or their own faults. Like, I'm not understanding. I'm not. The third one. This third tip is my favorite tip due to the fact that this is my main problem. And this is my main problem my whole life in 2021, and it's not gonna be a problem no more because I'm working on it. But the third tip is move in silence. So this year, I'm talking about when I was in college, y'all. Well, I'm still in college now, but when I was during the fall semester, I like money. Money make me happy. I'm sorry, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I love money. I love making my own money. I love just being independent, so I don't have to ask nobody for money. You know what I'm saying? So the way I'm thinking now, like, now that I'm older and stuff, is like, you gotta get on your own. You don't have to, you know what I'm saying? I still have my family that could always help me out. But it's like, I don't want to be I don't want to be reliable. I don't want to be dependent on them to help me all the time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go out and go look for jobs so I could work and make money and have fun. I'm talking about a brief story, just like, I would get job interviews. I'm talking about job interviews after job interviews. And I know I would do so good because I be answering the question so good, like I know what I'm talking about. And, I kept, every time I go after the job interview, I be telling my family, my friends, everybody around me, like, yeah, I'm gonna get that job. I'm gonna get the job. We gonna go out. We gonna have fun. Psych. The universe said, because you don't know how to be quiet. I don't know how to be quiet. So I felt like I kept getting rejected by jobs. Just even if my interview was so good, I know it was good because I could feel it. So the fact of the matter that I didn't get the job is because I knew, like, I had this vibe. Like, one day it was just, I had a mental breakdown. I was on the phone with my mom. I was like, Mom, I feel like I'm not getting jobs because I keep running my mouth and I keep, like, I just don't know. Like, that's the reason. Like, I've been doing so good on my interviews and I know they like me, but it's something that just holds me back. Something, I don't know. And I feel like you have to move silent because you don't know who's secretly hating you. The people have secret animosity and you will never know. And that's some scary ass shit. I'm gonna be honest. That's some scary ass stuff. And I said, like, now I'm gonna move in silence because, like, you don't know who is there for you and who wants to see you do good or who wants to see you do bad. But at the end of the day, you're not gonna know my next step because we're gonna play checkmate, baby girl. We're gonna play check. We're gonna play chess. I'm done. I'm dumb. But we're gonna play chess, baby girl, and I'm gonna checkmate you because you're not gonna know my next move. You think when you run your mouth, I realize when you run your mouth, you hold yourself, you hold your potential, you hold a lot of things that's going around in your life. You miss a lot of opportunities talking about your next moves because people, I'm telling y'all, like, this is something I learned this year. Like, people are really praying your downfall. Like, people don't want to see you do good. They do not care. They don't sit in your face and laugh. Yeah. And laugh in your face, but they really do not give two F's about you. They don't care two F's about what you're doing, but they just want to know your next move. You know what I'm saying? And this is like, those people you gotta be careful with because people just genuinely is weird. Majority of people I know, like, not majority of people I know, but I'm just saying majority of people in the world is just very weird. You know what I'm saying? People do weird stuff. People just have a secret animosity, and that's familiar. Okay, guys, the next tip I learned this year, the fourth tip I learned this year is definitely leave the past in the past. And I know it's so hypocritical of me to say that because, like, I'm a person that hold grudges. Like, I hold grudges for days. If you do me dirty, I'm just never going to forget that. Like, I'm never going to forget that. Like, I'm never going to forget that. You know what I'm saying? But I realize sometimes you just have to let go of the past because it's holding you back from your own, like, your potential and the next opportunity that's coming your way. Like, I realize, like, I would just hold certain things, like, what people say, what what people say about me, what hurt my feelings, what people did to me that just did me dirty, it would be like, wow, like you would do that to me. Like I would never did that to you, but for you to do that to me, it just hurt my feelings. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay. Like it's okay to accept the fact that people hurt your feelings, accept the fact that they hurt your feelings. But just don't be in denial that they hurt your feelings. Don't be in like people love to be in denial. They see the red flags and they be like, that goes for boyfriend, girlfriends, friendship, family, all of it. It goes for everybody. When you see the red flags, you either gonna communicate about the red flags that you see, or you just gonna distance yourself. And I feel like for me, I'm a person that either communicate or distance. It depends on the person. Like if you a close friend and you did something that bothered me, I'm gonna let you know what you did. Like I'm gonna be like, well, that was mad weird, or that was mad fake, or I express myself. Like this year I learned how to express myself and communicate more. Not saying that I'm a good communicator now, but I'm getting better. It's always progress, you know? So for me to progress in life and just communicate like about my feelings is so important. But one day I just told myself, like, you know, I just took myself, I either took to myself or took to God. I don't care nobody say like, oh, you crazy for talking to yourself. No, actually you gotta talk to the realest person you know, and that's yourself. That's me. That's me. I'm the realest person I know. So I'm just gonna talk to myself out loud, and if anybody have a problem, nobody's gonna have problems. I'm talking to myself or I'm talking to God. Period. And it's just like I would just pour out my feelings. I would just pour out my feelings of what hurt me. Like people will not know like my feelings is hurt because I don't like to express my feelings is hurt. Only like unless it really is bothering me, only my close family or friends will see like me like cry because they know it bothers me. But I don't do that no more. I don't cry and stuff because sometimes you just can't. Wow, I cry because it's therapeutical. It's therapeutical. It's therapy for me. Like I like crying by myself sometimes because it will let go of any hurt that's hurting me. You know what I'm saying? And this year I learned how I just have to accept the fact that they did me dirty. They hurt my feelings, and that's okay. It's people in your life that they're there to make you a better person. When they hurt you, you become a better person. You either react to doing it, you react to being a better you, or you react to just being a dummy. Okay, but just let go of that past, let go of the hurt, let go of everything. Like literally, just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Well, y'all, my head's dead hurting me, but I'm like trying to just get all my points in. But just let it go, y'all. Like sometimes you just gotta let go of the past and just stay look for the future. Look through the benefits of the future. Like everything's gonna be okay. You only live once, like I said in the mantra, you only live once and you gotta live in the moment and make those memories. And that's it. My back hurts. But the fifth tip I learned is valuing working hard. I think that's something I really, really took for granted in high school, in middle school. Like I stopped studying in high school. Like honestly, it is what it was. You know what I'm saying? Like I graduated, I don't care. But honestly, I sat down one day and told myself like, where was it where I lost like me working hard and really going hard for the things I want? You know what I'm saying? Like why I keep procrastinating? Why I keep doing these things that's not benefiting me? And I realized like my reason, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I'm gonna be gullible on my channel because this is something that you don't see a lot and people don't keep it a buck. And I know that a lot of us is going through this phase in our life because I see a lot of other YouTubers I watch and I actually like. They also going through a lot of mental state, mental health. They're also going through the same thing I'm going through. So it's like, you know, you're not alone. And I want people to know you're not alone and everybody's going through the same. Like if you're not going through it now, you're gonna go through it one time in your life. You probably in the past did it, in the future you probably might go through that phase. You would just never know, but you just have to fight on to that thing. Like it's okay. For me, like I realized I haven't worked really hard until I got into college. Like even when I was in college, like it was like I didn't really feel like I put my best foot forward. I put my like best foot forward, but the other one it was just stolen back because I feel like I'm a person that one of my fears is to fail. You know what I'm saying? But I also realized another fear of mine is also being successful. Just because like I know I'm gonna be successful, but the fear behind being successful is the fact like okay, like I work hard to being successful, so like I don't want to be stagnant or like. When you start to be successful, you see people true colors, you see people that's not for you, and it's scary. Like that's some scary stuff. Like I don't feel like I want to go through that phase sometimes, but it's like I'm ready to just let it go. I'm gonna like let everything happen. If you for me, you for me. If you're not, you're not. Period. Yeah. And it's the point of what I was trying to say is not to work harder, but also work smarter. And it's okay to be scared, but like you just have to go get over that fear and do what you have to do. Like you have to work hard to be successful. If you ain't working hard, girl, you're just gonna be stagnant. But yeah, and I know my angle changed because I'm trying to talk fast and I'm about to go to my last point, guys. So sorry that I can't go in depth because my phone storage is. Hey guys, I'm trying because my phone is going out of storage. But the sixth lesson I learned is living in the moment and stop living in the future. I'm a person that overthink everything. I overthink the future, overthink the past, overthink the present. But like I overthink the future the most because I be feeling like, okay, I'm not in the place that I want to be. How can I be in the place that I want to be? How can I do this? How can I do that? You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you just gotta live in the moment. Sometimes you just gotta go with the flow. Like sometimes that's the answer. Like just go with the flow because life is not always planned how you want it to be planned. And that's reasonable. Life is not going to always go as you want it to be. So live in the moment and stop thinking in the future. Like live in the moment of loving that memory, making memories. Guys, for some reason, my phone is just want to be a little dummy. But I know the angle changed and everything, but it's just because like my phone really is not, it's not cooperating with me. But point is, I just want to say, like, listen, you gotta just live in the moment. Just live in the moment, because when you think too much in the future, you're not gonna be able to make those good memories and look back and be like, wow, remember those days? Remember this day? Like, you're not gonna be able to do that. But point of what I'm trying to say is just do you, be you. Guys, I know my phone's acting up, so I'm just gonna talk facts. I'm gonna say, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We're going in 2022 knowing the facts, knowing our worth, and just self-love is the best love, okay? And don't care what nobody say, because at the end of the day, you're you and they're not on your level, period. But I love y'all guys. I miss y'all.
Hi, Rachel.